Hello, Marvel fanboys and fangirls. Anno Retentive Gamer here, and I'm sorry, but I have some terrible news. Marvel is killing off Wolverine.
What?
That's right, you guys heard me. Marvel is killing off Wolverine. Now this, to me, doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. Now before you guys start destroying me in the comments, let me explain, okay? One, let me give you a little rundown of it. I haven't read the comics per se, but I've done enough research to figure out what's going on, and I am going to start reading the comics on this because I want to know the full story, okay? Now, okay, they started doing with this new Marvel Now, which is releasing, doing the Marvel stuff, but, more updated and everything, not redoing the origins, but starting over again, kind of. Now, I was right on one thing. Peter Parker is coming back as Spider-Man. It took 30 some odd issues of Superior Spider-Man, and they decided to bring Peter Parker back. He's back, and I knew it was going to happen. Now, during a mission that Wolverine decides to help S.H.I.E.L.D. with, he contracts some kind of virus from the microverse. This virus takes away and extends out his healing factor. And no offense, I don't like Marvel for this, because extending his healing factor, he couldn't even defeat Black Panther, who was brainwashed. He had to be saved by Kitty Pryde. Even without a healing factor, Wolverine's still a badass, and he's still a good fighter. That's not cool. So once he finds out that he has no healing factor, he gets targeted by every freaking villain and everything that's ever wanted to see him dead. He even gets beaten to a bloody pulp by Sabretooth, and Sabretooth decides to let the virus kill him and not him. The virus kind of reminds me of the idea they had for X2 Wolverine's Revenge, the video game, where the virus was going to kill Wolverine, but he still had his healing factor. Now, the virus gave him the choice to let him have his healing factor back. Just the virus had to be allowed to be escaped so S.H.I.E.L.D. couldn't destroy it. Wolverine told it no. So now Wolverine is as vulnerable as he can be, and he even told the X-Men Wolverine is dead. So after that, he has Peter Parker develop an armored suit for him that has its own type of retractable claws. Since he has no healing factor, he's not going to whip out his claws and everything and have open wounds. And this armored suit, where it looks kind of cool, but anybody who's seen the Wolverine movie, if I'm not mistaken, even though he had no healing factor, it wasn't working because of that parasite attached to his heart. He still whipped out his claws. He still took 20 million gunshots. He took a lot of fucking shit because he's Wolverine, for fuck's sake, okay? I don't understand, honestly, what Marvel's problem is right now, guys. I mean, seriously. We already lost Wolverine in the Ultimate Universe, even though the Ultimate Universe apparently is going to end. The Ultimate Universe, Wolverine was killed off, okay? He was killed off and he never came back. He had his son that took over, who had bone claws and could secrete metal over his claws. It was an adamantium, but it's weird, and that's for another time, okay? But they didn't bring him back. Marvel, for some reason, ever since they started doing better, they want to kill people, and I shit you not. This is straight from the Marvel office themselves. The only reason why they're killing off Wolverine is they put all kinds of characters' names in a hat, shook it around, pulled it out, and got James Howitt. Knew it was Wolverine, so they're like, okay, Wolverine's the one who's gonna die. I know it's a big impact, and you want to hurt us, and you want to make us mad and bleed and sad and upset and everything for killing Wolverine. A lot of people were like that when you took out Spider-Man. But guys, Spider-Man came back. And I don't believe Marvel Comics is going to take everybody's favorite X-Men, Mutant, and some people's favorite Marvel character. Spider-Man's still my favorite Marvel character, hands down. But I love Wolverine. He is my favorite X-Man. He is a badass, okay? He's only been betrayed by Hugh Jackman, but he does him justice. Okay? So, why Why kill Wolverine, guys? Seriously. And why do it? Because I know that you guys are going to kill him for maybe a year to two to freaking a year and a half to a couple months and then bring him back, okay? I don't get it. One, he's not a pussy. Even without the healing factor, he can handle himself. Maybe not against Sabretooth, but he can handle himself. Two, you gave him a freaking armored suit that, yeah, Peter Parker developed for him, but he accepted it. No! Wolverine would not accept an armored freaking suit with claws that come out like this. He wants his own fucking claws. He doesn't care. And now, after they did the Killable saga where he gets this and everything, he's out for revenge now, Peter gives him that suit and now he's on to trying to get his revenge. However, the next shot of books that are coming out, the storyline, you know, they restarted the Wolverine comics and they're only going so far, even though they're selling like crazy, and one of the best-selling Marvel comics right now is called 3 Months to Die. Okay, and they even show, I do like the artistry of his hand with 3 claws sticking out. Then one gets destroyed and he's got a little bit of a fucked up hand. Then the second one. Then the third one's gone and his hand's all fucked up. And then the final cover for the final book, which means they're only going to be doing 4 books to the issue, his hand is a complete skeleton, which means he's dead. Okay? You know, and then they're going to put it all together and it's going to be known as the Death of Wolverine storyline. Kind of like the Death of Spider-Man, you know, from the Ultimate comic book series, Death of Spider-Man. You know, this is the final issues that lead up to his death. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to read this yet, you guys got to read this. This is way better than the mainstream Marvel Peter Parker's death. This one is an honorable death to the Spider-Man character. Anyways, I mean, seriously, Wolverine's everyone's favorite character, and I know why. It's because he is everyone's favorite character. They could have taken and drawn out of that hat and been like, Wolverine, fuck no, let's see, Cyclops, yeah. But no, they know that we love Wolverine so much that they want to pound that fucking stake as far as they can into our hearts, and then when we think all hope is lost, rip it back out again. Okay? You're trying to hurt us both ways. Guys, honestly, if you think like I did, and the proof is there with Spider-Man, you know, all kinds of other characters. Jean Grey's another really good example. Professor X, okay? I'm just trying to name off Marvel characters I know have died but have come back. I'm not sure of all of them. Wasp, Hank Pym, I think. But, you know, he's not going to be gone for good. Even though it's called the Death of Wolverine, give it 2 to 3 years and he'll be back, because he's one of the best Marvel characters and he sells a lot. And if you don't have him, they might drop in sales. 2 things are going to happen. They're purposely killing him to try to hurt us, and they're going to bring him back. Or they are killing him and we have to wait for 20 million fan threats and fan letters to be sent to Marvel and Disney bitching at them that they want Wolverine back. I don't want Wolverine to die. I love Wolverine. Like I said, he's my favorite favorite X-Men and favorite mutant. Seriously. But guys, take it from me, he ain't gonna be dead forever. Marvel is just taking and slapping us in the face, and then when we think all is good and they're rubbing our cheeks like, oh, it's okay, we're sorry, slap us again by bringing him back. Okay? They're just repeatedly slapping us in the fucking face. Whew. Anyways, this coming Sunday, they're going to release more information about the Death of Wolverine at their panel. I don't know if it's a Comic-Con panel or something. I can't get to the Comic-Con kind of stuff. But if you were going, you'll get to find out more information about this. And go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you feel the same way I do, or if you have a different opinion. Love to hear from you. Give this video a like and share it with your friends to give them a heads up of what's going to happen. And also, hit the old subscribe button down below. It's free, I promise. And you can check out more of my videos and everything. You might agree with me on some of my other things, especially my Quit Bitching segments, which I'm going to have a 4th one about the whole thing of Hugh Jackman going to quit, possibly, after the 3rd Wolverine film in 2017. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a more phenomenal day.